Well, welcome back. It's Wednesday, and it's the third day of September, and I got to tell you, at least for myself, it feels kind of like a Monday, or a repeat of a Monday, the third one coming this week. Nevertheless, yesterday kind of had an easy day of it, with catching up on Heritage Days, festivities, and all the video that we had there too. And today I'm playing catch up from other reports that happened over the course of the Labor Day holiday weekend and since. Several auto accidents, the majority of which, if not all, on rain-slickened roads. Also, a drug arrest by the Sykesville Police Department and a structure fire. Several county departments responding to a fire yesterday that claimed a large structure at a residence that had just been rebuilt since the March 2nd tornado of 2012. We'll tell you what we think may have started that fire. I'll take you to the scene as well. I've got a lot of calendar announcements. We've got a weather forecast that's got a little bit of everything, some fog, some showers, some storms, some sun, and some temperatures taking a swing from one direction to the other. I've got, just to double check, a 76-degree day and I believe an 89-degree day in your forecast period. I'll let you know when those are going to fall in just a few moments. And some other news and information that will work its way into tonight's program. As far as weather advisories, right now in the short term, we're just talking about fog, reducing visibility to a quarter of a mile or less after midnight tonight, and then burning off around 9 to 10 o'clock in the a.m. It will be worse in the valleys and near the rivers, of course, and bodies of water, so keep that in mind. That's our big hazard weather-wise right now. Another significant system, though, looks to have a significant impact on our forecast and the weekend. Well, we'll cut it up by saying it's pretty much 50-50 right now. The first half, not the best. The weekend is almost here. 2 more days to come after this. A short week for most everyone, I hope. I hope we also get a chance to enjoy the next weekend ahead, as there are going to be a few of these fall weekends, fewer left all the time. And I guess I can go ahead and let a bit of the cat out of the bag, so to speak. I got a phone call today, a story that will signify the coming of fall. It's our annual trip down to the pumpkin patch in Morgan County this week. If you think it's going to be the same story as last, think again. We'll talk to you and show you all the changes that they have made and give you the rundown on their times of operation and what they have going on. One of the most popular destinations in the viewing area last fall, and it looks to be even more so this year. We'll see what the Oldfields have in store coming up maybe tomorrow, maybe by Friday at the latest. We'll have to wait and see. I'll have football highlights for you as well coming up later on, as we didn't have a home game last Friday. One is on tap for this Friday, but I'll have some scores and some numbers for you on that front in just a few moments. Right now, though, let's go ahead and begin with just getting caught up on several auto accidents that have taken place going back to over the holiday weekend and as recent as today, and all of which not completely attributable to rain-slickened roads, because, well, if you slow down, drive a proper pace, if there's no other problems, that can only be a contributing factor. But indeed it was, as several auto accidents resulted in several individuals going to area hospitals. Some video brought back to us from the scene. This Sunday afternoon, roads were wet. A juvenile, I believe a 17-year-old female, behind the wheel of this SUV when she was traveling on Route 30, just past the Route 30 and Mountain Parkway intersection. When she lost control of the vehicle, it went into the creek bank and then came back close to the shoulder, overturned as you see here. Now, she was still inside the vehicle upon the arrival of emergency personnel. Gulf County Rescue Squad Captain Carter Conley tells me that they had to remove the windshield from the vehicle in order to extricate her from inside. She suffered some facial and possible other injuries, was taken to the Palby Hall Medical Center, and then taken from there, I believe, to a medical facility, a trauma center in the Huntington, West Virginia area, but we are told has since been released and returned home, much to the delight of her family. And I'm sure the young lady in question as well. Now, this is a still picture of another auto accident that happened later on Sunday over the course of the holiday weekend. It happened on the Mountain Parkway, and you'll see a white vehicle to the left of your screen, which was not involved in this accident. That was involved in a single vehicle collision a couple of hours earlier, and the owners of that vehicle are waiting upon a rollback from the West Virginia area to transport them and their damaged car back home. But while they were there, another vehicle, actually that Lincoln Town car, a female driver inside and some other passengers, was traveling behind an ambulance. The ambulance en route to Lexington. The wife of the husband inside the ambulance was driving the vehicle following the ambulance behind when she entered the bridge in this particular area on also rain-slickened road. She lost control of the vehicle, and then The oncoming vehicle, which is off the screen to the right, saw that she was about to cross into his path and then veered over into her path in order to try to avoid the collision, and they hit and sideswiped in fashion. Now, there was the mother of the female driver in the back passenger seat of that black Lincoln, and she suffered a broken arm as well as some broken vertebrae and ribs, I am told. Altogether, there were 3 adults and 2 children in the car. The grandmother in the back seat on the passenger side, most seriously injured. She was first taken to the Palby Hall Medical Center by TranStar ambulance, but then transferred to Pikeville for the severity of her injuries. And this is some dark lit video brought into us that I've slowed down to try to get some more detail from. This was a wreck on 460 in McGoffin County Monday night, just about a half mile or so past the Elk Creek turnoff, a single vehicle accident. And you might be able to see in a few moments after the driver lost control of the vehicle, it struck several of the steel I-beams, the rails that are often driven down into the earth to secure loose embankments or roadways, and they did a great deal of damage. From what I understand, according to local emergency personnel who worked the scene, there was a single occupant inside, a male driver who was out upon arrival of emergency personnel, who was taken to the area hospital, I believe Palby Hall, and we believe may have been cited for driving under the influence as a result. No other vehicles were involved, no other passengers were involved, but you can see the wheel that was ripped from the vehicle, as well as the damage done there too by hitting the steel beams after he lost control and veered off the roadway. And skid marks indicate where the driver first veered all the way off the right side of the roadway on 114 this morning and then went all the way across the other side of 114 this morning, fortunately not hitting any oncoming traffic. Behind the wheel, a Stacy Hoover from Prestonsburg, traveling from Prestonsburg to the Sagersville area. She lost control on rain-slickened roads. Also, poor tires had something to do with it, they believe, according to law enforcement that I spoke with. She was found hanging from her seatbelt, the vehicle on its side, and she was unable to release the seatbelt and free herself. Rescue personnel had to cut the A-pillar there, as you can see it missing from the driver's side, in order to remove the windshield and pull the top back. It is a convertible, even more so now. She was removed after being released from her seatbelt and placed on a backboard. She was also taken to an area hospital by the TranStar ambulance service. We believe non-life-threatening injuries, but another wreck result, at least in part and only in part, due to rain-slickened roads. Other headlines after these messages.
If you have been in a serious wreck, do you really think that you are in good hands of the insurance companies when you have lost wages, medical bills, and pain and suffering from your head to your toes? The answer is no. If you want to truly be in good hands, give me a call. I'm attorney Donald Wayne McFarland. Let me put my 20 years of experience in working to protect the rights of injured people to work for you. 349-9000.
To anyone else, it might just be Thursday, but around here, it's Dipper Day at your Sagersville Lee's, where a plate full of big white chunks of crispy chicken, 2 homemade sides, and a big buttery biscuit is only $4.99, and only $4.29 after 4 o'clock. So for lunch, a night free from the kitchen, or to cater your next big family or business gathering, call your Sagersville Lee's famous recipe. Get ready, baby, or get baby ready with a simply adorable selection at the seasonal shop with bibs and blankets and bags, onesies and jammies, the cutest of outfits and matching accessories for thing 1, thing 2, or thing 3. Hooded bath towels by Zucchini, bubble bath paints, blocks, bears, puzzles, picture frames, and shelves and shelves and shelves more. Find an absolutely perfect gift for the most precious of gifts at Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. Spend less time waiting or in line for your prescriptions or refills and get the care you need with the quality and convenience that matters most at Parkway Pharmacy, your exclusive provider of the finest in vitamins and supplements by Windmill Vitamins. Come in or drive through 8:30 till 6:30 Monday through Friday, or call Parkway Pharmacy 349-4400.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Save big at Premier Auto, an '02 Hyundai Sonata, only $37.50. An '07 Pontiac G5, only $39.50. And an '09 Buick LaCrosse, just $99.50. An '06 Rhino, only 1,200 miles, just $69.50. And 100 miles per gallon, no driver's license, and no insurance needed. New scooters cut $500 to just $995 at Premier Auto in Paintsville. Officer Mike Nichols with the Sagersville Police Department forwarded me the following information after a late-night drug-related arrest. He, on a routine traffic stop, stopped a vehicle with 3 adults inside, 0 of which had a driver's license. On the heels of just the past few weeks of finding heroin, of finding methamphetamine, I believe, as well, and one of the most significant amounts of the most dangerous and powerful prescription drug that you never see that quantity of when he found more than 100 on the Mountain Parkway. Nichols found these drugs and some other items on 3 individuals. None of them had a valid driver's license. Part of a routine traffic stop. Upon inspection, an obvious smell of smoked marijuana billowing from the vehicle. He questioned the 3 adults, and on one found a significant amount of pot, pills, a homemade pipe. After being given a consent to search, it was discovered in one of the passengers' personal belongings. The driver was charged with DUI. As for the passenger in question, he was identified as this following subject. All 3 individuals from Montgomery County and or Bath County. This man, Timothy L. Treadway, though, was charged with several counts of drug-related charges, possession, paraphernalia, and others, and lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. And on that note, one remark, and I've been holding this for a while, and I was going to perhaps wait until it was more thought out, and to go along with some other information and pictures, and at least me being in front of the camera. But since it's in my head now, it is just becoming increasingly upsetting to me to see and encounter things that I do on a daily basis that I know viewers are as well. In just the past few days, and I don't have the case number and details, I'm still trying to get them, but I do know on one occasion while I was out of town over the course of the holiday weekend, I believe it was, 2 individuals were arrested for passing out in their vehicle in the drive-thru at Lee's Famous Recipe. And similar occasions like that have happened at other businesses. I walked into 2 or 3 businesses over the course of the holiday weekend and saw people in the middle of the day who were just basically slobbering, staggering, doped up on pills and other drugs. And it's just mind-boggling to me to have to see that every day, somewhere or everywhere you go. And I, for the life of me, can't understand the situation or what else can be done about it. But that's my rant for at least now. And I'll take you to the scene of that fire that completely destroyed a McGoffin County structure yesterday in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and find out what's happening right now, as we always do on our McGoffin County Farm Bureau-sponsored community calendar. I've got a viewer who has found a small dog. I announced this yesterday, and she still has the pet, I am told. It was found in the Sagersville area on Sunday afternoon. If you've lost a pet or know someone who does, it's a small animal. Let me back that up. There's a phone number you can call, 349-7166. Found a small dog in the Sagersville area. Now, going on to other announcements. The next McGoffin County Community Blood Drive has been set, as I fumble around here on my desk that I'm sure you're hearing. This Friday, 12:30 to 5:30 at the Hardin Medical Plaza. You can donate and you could get a free T-shirt. You will get a free T-shirt for all donors, and you'll be registered to win a 2014 Toyota Corolla. McGoffin County Community Blood Drive this Friday, 12:30 to 5:30 in the Hardin Medical Plaza. One more last reminder, maybe another one, I guess, tomorrow. The free Bow Hunters education class is coming up this weekend, Saturday, at your McGoffin County Extension office. To pre-register or find out more, if you're 9 years of age or older, it's open to anyone. 349-3216 is your Montgomery County Extension Office phone number. And they're going to be picking, and they're going to be grinning, and they're going to be doing it at the same time this Saturday at 7. Pastor Butch Whitaker and everyone invites you to come on over to the Kearney Free Will Baptist Church for a little picking and grinning Saturday. And the Landmark Christian Church, along with Pastor Kenneth Prater, is inviting you to join them for a full day of gospel music, a free soup bean dinner this Saturday at the Henry Stumbo Park over in Allen. It is a fundraiser. Donations will be graciously accepted, but it is free. A whole list of singers, the Landmark Christian Church singers, Diane Rudd, True Gospel Echoes, Kearney Free Will Baptist singers, Clifford Spencer and his wife and sisters, Heaven's Sake, Linda Johnson, Luther Baldridge, Eastern Gate, Doug Finley, Jackie Prater, Carol Faye Spradlin, and many others to perform. Bring your own little chair, your own blanket. They're going to have a bake sale on site. It's a lot to get out. Give me some slack. I'm working on it. But the Henry Stumbo Park in Allen this Saturday beginning at 11. And if you've got a calendar announcement, a birthday or anniversary wish, well, this is exactly where you need to send it. And for free, we'll put it on and let everyone know about it. In funeral service announcements this Wednesday, they've been announced for 73-year-old Kay Rice Robertson of Sagersville, who passed away on Tuesday, survived by her son Jeff Robertson and daughters Jenny Helton and Lynn Robertson. Visitation is this evening, and prior to services, they'll be held tomorrow beginning at 1. Visitation and services from the Montgomery County Funeral Home. Burial will follow at the Rice Family Cemetery on Burning Fork. Vera Lou Howard Russell, 69, of West Liberty, passed away Monday. Preceded in death by her husband Joe and son Billy. She is survived by her son Maurice Russell, daughters Laura Jordan, Sandra Wilson, Lola Helton, and Heather O'Hara, as well as other members of her family and friends. Funeral services for Vera Lou Russell are going to be held Friday morning beginning at 11 from the Sagersville Funeral Home. Burial will follow at the Russell Family Cemetery in Sagersville. Visitation begins this evening, all day tomorrow, and any time prior to Friday morning services. Milburn Harrison Howard, 47, of Elk Creek, passed away on Tuesday, the son of the late Paul Ray Howard and Barbara Nestor. He's survived by his wife Jessica, sons Milburn Harrison Jr. and Zachary Howard, and daughters Tisha, Michelle, and Jessica Howard, and Barbara Arthur. Visitation begins after 6 o'clock tomorrow, all day Friday, and until services. They've been set in his honor for Saturday at 1 p.m., all of which from the Bradley Free Will Baptist Church. Burial will take place at the Reisner Cemetery at Johnson Fork. The Montgomery County Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Once again for 47-year-old Harrison Howard. And this announcement comes in loving memory. Gone 2 years today. In memory of Berlin Perkins, greatly loved and missed by his family and friends. Got company coming? Looking to visit Sagersville and family, or just get away? Then come stay with us in one of 2 newly restored and uniquely appointed lofts over downtown, filled with history throughout. With a luxurious touch, king beds, free Wi-Fi, HD TV, and enough comfort to sleep 1 to 10 guests, book your stay at the Mortimer Lofts by emailing toreachsue@yahoo.com, find them on Facebook, or call 349-3299. Sagersville National lets you go mobile with their new banking app. That's right, you can view your account and balance, transfer money, pay bills, and yes, deposit checks right from your phone from wherever you are. Just download the Sagersville National Bank app on your Android, iPad, iPhone, or other device. Any phone that can connect to the internet has the capability, and you can start saving time and money today with Sagersville National Bank's new mobile app. Wherever you are, we're there for you at Sagersville National Bank. Regardless of where you want to ride, you can be riding on a brand new Kawasaki or Polaris for less at M&M Power Sports in Staffordsville. New Kawasaki's for the dirt, the street, or both, and ATVs and side-by-sides for every stage of enthusiasts to fish, hunt, haul, or play. And with rebates up to $1,300 and financing as low as 3.99%, it's never been easier to ride it, buy it, and start your next adventure at Kentucky's Power Sports Authority since 1964, M&M Power Sports.
Remember when they invented the peanut butter cup? Bringing peanut butter and chocolate together. Pure genius. Well, the Sonom Enduro has done the same thing for wireless. Right now at Appalachian Wireless, you'll find the tough, dependable Sonom Enduro. This flip phone is great for the job or weekend warrior, but you can also access the internet and take great pictures with a 2-megapixel camera. Get it now, the best of both worlds, just like the Peanut Butter Cup. Appalachian Wireless. Better service, bigger savings.
Wheel alignments, oil changes, brakes, suspension work, and tires. Thousands of tires by all the major manufacturers, all in stock and at incomparable prices. All backed with 33 years of service and experience, the area's largest tire selection, and 6 months no interest at Conley's in Paintsville.
The last time I showed you some video of the following area, it was moments after the March 2nd tornado. One of many homes and structures destroyed in the Middle Fork area and Magoffin County area as well. Those structures rebuilt either completely or in part, one of which was a barn that belonged to resident Johnny Green, which was completely destroyed by fire yesterday. As he tells me, members of his family escaped just moments before it erupted in flames.
As Bloomington arrived up on the scene of a barn fire on Middle Fork owned by Johnny Green, it was totally engulfed. We was toned out on a backup from Middle Fork. We got there, we used approximately 2,000 gallons of water, tried to cool down some fuel tanks, tried to just cool it down, trying to protect the structure and other outbuildings, other things that was around it to keep them from being damaged also. But the barn was a total loss.
Any idea as to what caused it?
No, none at all.
That was Fire Chief Allison Howard, one of several departments responding, as well as Sayersville, as well as Middle Fork. And while the exact cause is yet to be or may never be determined, but it is a possibility that as Mother Nature was responsible with the destruction of Green's barn 2 years ago, that lightning and Mother Nature may be the guilty party again. It's really unknown, but I did speak with Green earlier today, and he confirmed that a couple of members of his family were inside the barn yesterday and realized that something may be amiss. They opened a door to a back petition, and then smoke and fire just literally took over and in moments spread to the newly constructed structure. Inside, farm equipment, machinery, a host of other items that had just about filled the structure, all destroyed. I don't think they were able to get hardly any of the belongings out. Fortunately, though, there were no animals inside, and the family members that were inside, most importantly, were able to escape without any injuries. Just moments before, a very quick fire moved throughout the entire structure.
Well, what's the weather going to say about home football this Friday evening? Well, hopefully nothing to the extent that it said for the kickoff game of the new season at our new field. But I can tell you, going back to this past Friday night, a loss puts the Hornets at 1-1 on the season. They were on the road at Powell County. I do have some stats for us this evening as far as on the offensive side of the ball. Number 9, Jenkins, had 3 rushes for 38 yards, leading the group. Next was Keaton with 2 rushes and 15 yards, a total of 55 yards offensively. In passing, the Hornets picked up 252 yards with 23 completions by Jenkins. A couple of other stats to throw out there. In the defensive area, Poe had 16 total tackles, Gray 13, Mullins 11, and Abels had 10. Those were your leading defensive players. A total of 79 tackles on behalf of the Magoffin County Hornets, who came up short. Final score of 18-27 against Powell County puts them at 1-1, and it puts them here at home this Friday night. Kickoff set for 7:30. They're hosting Allen Central. And of course, Allen Central is one of the 2 schools which will be combining into one new school in Floyd County in the coming years. That, of course, along with South Floyd, who we hosted for the Founders Bowl or Heritage Day Bowl. My apologies, at the first of the season. Morgan County is the only other team I have here in the list, which is just 3A. They're 0-2 on the season, winless thus far, and I'll get our graphics and everything up here in a day or so. We'll start keeping up with all of our area high school football teams. Right now, here's to keeping you up to date with the weather, what it has to say about the rest of your work week, which can't get done quick enough, and your weekend, which is kind of a mixed bag of tricks.
But before we go there, I'm scrambling trying to get these 2 announcements. They literally just came into my phone a few moments ago while I was putting the show together. So bear with me, and I've got a couple of lost and found pets to tell you about. And if you'll bear with me for just 1 second here. Here we go. Okay, I found it. I'm sorry. This dog came to a residence on New 460. Oh, I'm going to say 7 miles out of Saggers or something on New 460. It's got an orange collar. He doesn't have a name on his collar. There's a broken snap on the collar. It is a male, real gentle, and pretty sure that it's somebody's pet. They've obviously given him a little something to snack on too, though. If you have any idea who this belongs to or if this pet is yours, I've got a number, but it's a daytime number, 349-3148. If you know anything about the pet, you want to call me at 3699. I'll get you in touch with the individual who found this dog or who's this dog found, I guess would be a better statement. But this pet is on New 460 at a residence there, and I've got a phone number for you if it's your lost animal. The other, I don't have any information to go along with as far as showing you anything, but I have a viewer who says they've got a missing female black horse. He has a blind right eye, wearing a blue halter, and he went missing from Mash Fork late Monday night or early yesterday morning. And I've got a couple of phone numbers for you. One of them is 349-2864. I don't have time to put it up on the screen. That's just in on an email a few moments ago. So got this dog that's found. I've got a missing female black horse with a blue halter missing from the Mash Fork area. The dog found on New 460. If you need any help with any of these, call me. We'll try to find their pets or see if they are found and return back to their owner. And now for your Licking Valley forecast. After topping out at 87 here today at the newsroom and starting out at 67, we're going to fall back down to about 65 tonight under partly cloudy skies, some patchy fog after 3 a.m. Showers and storms not a problem for now. Tomorrow either. Some of that patchy dense fog hanging around until about 9 or 10 or so in the morning. Otherwise, mostly sunny and definitely warm, 88 degrees, mostly sunny. And like I said, after the fog, just a cloud or two above, clear, calm skies, only partly cloudy skies late on your Thursday. It's going to be a nice, warm, clear day. Friday, I expect to see the same for the most part. We'll start off with a little more patchy AM fog, mostly sunny skies, another 88-degree day. That threat of showers and thunderstorms right now, our window, if you're watching the show, looks to be late Friday night, maybe after midnight. So keep that in mind. Maybe a stray shower out ahead of it, but right now I think Friday's going to be mostly sunny and mostly hot. But it's a system that's coming through late Friday night that's going to knock things down Saturday. As you saw, 81 for the high. Showers and thunderstorms likely. They look to end by Saturday night, leaving us with cooler air on Sunday, 76, mostly sunny, clear and calm, partly cloudy. Going to recover on Sunday with a nice cool day after a wet and not so nice day on Saturday. And we'll start off next week with temperatures right around 80 degrees, more sunshine, a 20% chance of some showers and storms that'll linger into your Tuesday. And right now, I've got temperatures lingering.